G'day everyone and welcome back to NS2HD. This is part 2 of 3 of a 3-part, obviously, Build 170 public game commentary played on tram from both the Marine and Alien perspectives. I've already delivered some Marine combat in part 1, so if you haven't checked out part 1, make sure you get back to my channel at youtube.com/naturalselection2hd and check out part 1 of this video, because otherwise what is going on is not going to make much sense. We've got a big Marine push into the primary alien hive here, so it's an exciting start to this part 2. The first thing I see when I go into the egg is a Marine coming towards me with a shotgun, points the barrel down and kills me before I can even spawn. So thank you very much, whoever that Marine was. That was really nice of you. You're really interfering with evolution, not even letting me spawn. Thank you very much. I believe I went up into the rafters here to see if I could become a lurk, but I don't have enough resources. So instead, well, I do not know what I'm going to do. I mean, you've seen that in part 1 there was some heavy combat happening out in operations, some heavy combat in Alien Expansion. It is a 5v5. This game does stay a 5v5 as a minimum for pretty much the whole game. Acolyte, I believe, stays in the ready room or as a spectator for most of the time, but minimum 5v5 for this whole game, so very intense, very cool. I mean, I can't wait till some 32-player Natural Selection 2 games. It is just going to be hectic. Bliss brings me down there, my former teammate killing me. Can't he see that I'm actually one of him? I'm just playing in an alien. I'm still a Marine. No, not really. I've got the scent of fear on my skulk nose and I want to kill these Marines. As I said in part 1, trying to keep the map up on my screen as much as possible while I'm commentating these days, so that when I'm just running around or doing nothing or evolving or whatever else, I will bring you guys the map so you guys can see what's going on in the strategic view of the game. Ideally, one day Natural Section 2 will have a replay system and I'll bring the game at you from multiple perspectives, but for now you are stuck with my low skill perspective, and when I say low skill, I mean it. Cannot even kill Cockpuncher there. His friend's there with him and I've got no chance. There are a couple of players you've really got to watch out for in this game. They are probably Player RU and Endar. I mean, they were just machines. Player RU especially, I think he's playing from Russia. He was complaining about some lag from the EU. Wait, Russia isn't in the EU. What am I talking about? I don't know, maybe he just meant Europe and he is in Russia. But the long point, the big point I want to make is he was a bit of a dominator, so going to be interesting to see him playing more often, hopefully in competitive games. And of course, Endar, the server admin of this amazing i7 980X lag-free server, Australia Pure NS2 server, is also a bit of a baller. And basically the gameplay in this whole 3-part game is gnarly. Here we go, engaging another Marine here. We're going to get a really good look at NS2HD's crappy skulking skills. Can I even get a hit down on Player RU? This is exactly what I'm talking about with this guy. He's just pulling the pistol. He's like, whatever, Skulk, you got no chance. I'm going to fully put my pistol sideways and put some caps in your skull because you have no chance. That's exactly what happened, guys. That's how it went down. He even put on the weird semi-Australian, semi-mobster accent. I'm telling you, it was in the game, you just didn't hear it. Hey, I can go lurk. I think I'm going to run up into the rafters and go lurk. I do love lurking, and I especially love lurking up in the rafters here. Do you get it? I'm lurking as a lurk in the rafters. Yes, you do. I mean, you skulk up into the rafters and you switch to a lurk. I'm on fire tonight. You know why I'm speaking so fast and with so much bullshit falling out of my mouth? It is because it is late. It has been a long day at work. And I'm just having a lot of fun casting this NS2 game. So here we go. Alien Start and Alien Expansion have some green in the Marine Start, and probably Marine Expansion 2 have some red in them. So that is the extent of the Alien and Marine buildings here. Now, a note on the 2 commanders in this game. I mean, Celilium was the Alien commander for a long time in this game, and he had never played commander before. So my commendations go to you, Celilium, for having a go. And I think he did really well for a first-time commander. He dropped the infestation. He got some crag, got some whips, got some upgrades, got a hive mass, I believe. No, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see later in the game when it gets into the late part 2 and part 3 of this game. But the point is, have a go as commander. This was Celilium's first game as commander, and he did really well. And I was really proud of him having a go in there. So yeah, if you've never played as Commander, have a go at Commander. It's a lot of fun, and you will see a little basic Alien Commander tutorial from me soon. I do have a basic Marine Commander tutorial up. If you have a look through, I think it's about video 150 something. Maybe 148, 149 or something. Anyway, point is, making tutorials in the natural selection 2 beta at this point is a little bit difficult because as soon as I make a tutorial, it's completely outdated. So that's why you don't see a lot of tutorials on NS2HD like you used to. I mean, if you've been around since the alpha days, you'll have known that I used to make heaps of tutorials back then, but these days I don't make so many because they do get outdated so fast. But I have had a lot of calls for Commander tutorials, so I will make an Alien one in the near future. But hey, have a go at Commander, guys. That is all I really wanted to say there, but I went off on a huge tangent and bored you guys to death. So now, to wake you all up, I've got a bit of observation power node death at the hands of some lurk spikes. Any moment now, probably going to get a Marine come around the corner and shoot me in the head. No, I do not. So plus 15 points for me down into the vent from observation towards Marine start via tram tunnels. Here we go. I think I'm going to try and put some spores down on Marine start. Yes, I am. I can see the infantry portal coming in, so trying to get some spores, hopefully on the armory as well. The tricky thing about sporing Marine start from tram tunnels is that you cannot glide past and spore. You have to kind of stop gliding, flap a little bit, slide sideways, and then start gliding again. So it's a little bit difficult, and I'm not a pro player, and I don't get to play anywhere near as much as I would like. So that's what you see here. Engaging Cock Puncher at close range. We've got a skulk and a lot of spores going in, spikes going in there with a little bit of sporing, but no luck for me. That is not going to happen. We've got a Marine closing down. This is Bliss. Bliss closing range with me on this vent, and he is just sitting there. He is like, I want some lurk blood. I don't care if it's green. I want it all over me. I want to kill this lurk. And he's just being a baller. He's just standing there. He's breathing in the spores, and so I just snipe him. But he had a good chance of killing me there, so for some very aggressive play from Bliss, nearly yielded him a dead alien lurk. So good play, Bliss, and I believe later in the game he will get some pretty cool revenge, but I'm not going to give it all away for now. Retreating back through operations to server room and then probably to alien start to heal myself up at the hive. We still do not have the server room hive. As I said, Celilium is a little bit of a never played commander for commander, so that's the deal with him, and he will probably hopefully drop the server room hive at some point. Here he is. He's jumped out and he's dropping some hydras right next to the hive. I think this is actually a really good place for hydras. I'd never put them there before myself. I always tried to be really sneaky in alien start and drop hydras in sneaky crazy places, but he just dropped them right on the edge of the hive, and I think it was a really good place to drop them, and it did impair Marine ability to fight later on in the game. Anyway, what am I doing here? I'm just saying you're doing good, mate. Stick with it to Salim, because I think someone was saying he wasn't doing so good, and I got pissed at them, because that is not the way to treat new players in NS2, guys. If you're an experienced NS2 player and you get a new NS2 player in NS2, be nice to them. It's not the end of the world if the commander doesn't know what he's doing for one game. I don't know who Ash is calling a faggot, but if he's calling me a faggot, I don't give a shit. Whatever, here we go. We're flying down through observation where the power is still at. Yes, thanks to me. And now I think I'm going to try and kill the observation power node, which is actually going to end up pretty badly for me, as you're going to see in a moment. I did play this game about 20 minutes ago, so I remember pretty much everything that happened in about 3, 2, 1... Bang, here we go. Who is this? I think this is player RU. He's all over me with his shotgun. I've got no chance. I'm going to get shot in the face. Yes, it is player RU. He kills me. Even my body spasming on the rails there, so absolutely no chance. But I do have enough resources to get back as another lurk, so I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm trying to get into the hive colony. Whoa, we have a hive colony? Whoa. Whoa, slow down. Okay, I know what must have happened. I've completely missed the ball this game. Right, earlier on you might have seen the Marine team kill the elevator transfer hive. That was me involved in killing that. And at some point, the aliens must have had server room as well, and I just didn't notice, and they must have got a mass and then a colony straight after each other. So that's what's going on there. So, wow, we are in a pretty good position as the alien team right now, and that might explain the way a few things go later on. Evolving into lurk in this elevator transfer event, as I said earlier, I will bring up the map for you while I evolve, so doing that like a very nice commentator that I am. A lot of green in alien expansion, alien stuff, but not much else going on the map. So this game really wasn't about map control. This game was about combat. And I mean, you get different breeds of NS2 games. This particular NS2 game featured a lot of combat in some specific areas, such as observation and operations, and later on in Marine start and alien start, and not so much heavy structure, heavy map control. That's the thing about NS2. You can have lots of different types of games in quick succession. Now I'm just swapping between spikes and spores, hoping a Marine's going to run out here and try to repair the power node or something, or not much going on. So instead I believe I'm going to go up into Marine expansion, and this will bring part 2 of this 3-part Build 170 game commentary to an end. So thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and look out in future for more NS2HD videos, including part 3.